Voice of Influencers.
How do you feel about how Colin Keapernick has been treated and where he stood for?
Yeah, you asked me a question on Trump, and that leads right into that. That's a prime example. I mean, all Colin Kaepernick was trying to do was to stand up for black and brown people, people of color, who is getting abused by the police. It's a fact. When I was growing up, I'm 53, gonna be 54, in the 70s and 80s, we didn't have this social media and cell phone with a camera, and the police used to beat the black and the Mexicans up in my neighborhood, and we would say something and they say, "You're a liar." They believe the police. But now this is the way it is, and you see what's going on, and you know, this America is a sick place. All right, I'm sorry, I'm an American, and I know there's gonna be a lot of upset Americans with me, but you think about it, really, America, you're sick. I mean, you're taking what a man of color is standing up for the police brutality and the killing of black men and women and brown men and women for simply running away from them if the police says, "Freeze, don't run." Or I saw another one in the incident that the guy was in his car and the policeman said to him, "Give me your driver's license." And the young man said, "I am reaching now for my driver's license." And the policeman freaked out and just started freaking out and yelling at him. And at the same time yelling, "Give me your license." So the boy went to reach and he just opened fire, pow, 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 pow. You know, you've got that's America. That's how America became America. The British moved west and pow, pow, pow the Native Americans if they did not move out of the way and give up their land. So it's America. So I thought it was brave of Colin Kaepernick for standing up and using his platform. You know, being a quarterback in the NFL is a great platform to bring the awareness of enough is enough. And it's so silly that I'm sitting over here in Europe and I hear on CNN or Fox News that, oh, guns don't kill, people kill. All these excuses instead of looking at the facts that you can say this to an alcoholic, you know, if you put alcohol all around him, he's gonna drink it. So if you've got guns readily available, they're gonna use them. So this Constitution, the right to bear arms, this was written in 1776. We live in 2018. This is written in 1776, and it was written by our forefathers, because I'm an American, our forefathers, but it was written to protect because the white man has went west in America and took the land from the Native Americans. The Native Americans said, no, 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 like any human being would do, is fight for their land. So in trying to fight for their land, white America says you have a right to bear arms to protect your house. Well, we're not living where Native Americans are running around on horseback trying to take their land back. So why you go by the 1776 times on the right to bear arms? Come on. You know, if you have all these guns available, you're gonna have the problem that you're having right now in America. The police will always be afraid. Always be afraid. If I was a police, I would be afraid because I know everybody can carry a gun. So what Colin Kaepernick was trying to do was use his platform to stand up and say, enough is enough. Use that platform to bring it to the awareness. But those tricky 10%ers of Americans who want to, and I will say it, are racist, bigots. They're the ones that are just like Trump. They live in a whole different world. They've never been in the ghetto. They've never been in the suburbs, nothing like that. They live on the house on the hill. And they have no idea what's going on. And then they want to say, How dare you disrespect our military for taking a knee on the flag? That's never what it was about. It was always, always, always about stop shooting black, brown, and people of color policemen. You don't need to shoot to kill. You don't. All right? And I hate to say this, but I do know this for a fact that President Clinton, former President Clinton, believe it or not, passed the Crime Bill Act that allowed the police to shoot to kill. Before that, they were not to shoot to kill. Police were not allowed to shoot to kill. They had to shoot to maim. But with the epidemic of the blood and cuz and the gang wars in LA and the crack epidemic, Bill Clinton passed this. So now the police, they are not abide by law to shoot to maim. They are allowed to shoot to kill. And that don't make any sense. I say it makes complete sense. Because if you look at America's history, that's how it goes. Whether it's the Native Americans, whether it's the blacks, and now the Hispanics, the caravan of Central America coming up to America to want to be in America, and Trump is going to put 15,000 soldiers and troops to protect the border. That's America. It's not your country, white man, in America. It's never been your country. It is the Native Americans' country and the Mexicans' country. California, Arizona belong to Mexico. So Trump is like the rest of them. They're not any good. And so Colin Keapernick, big ups to you, brother. He got a hell of a Nike commercial for the Super Bowl last year. It was the bomb. I don't know if you saw that in January. Nike put out a commercial with Colin Keapernick. The bomb. It was the best thing Nike could have done. All right. And Colin Keapernick is blackballed because he stood up for the rights of people of color. If that isn't classic racism, I don't know what is. That's how I feel about it. Yeah. Man, this shit man, motherfuckers gonna send me some shit. People are gonna be mad at me. My mom, for one, I hope she don't look at Instagram. My mom's a, Democrat, politician, believes in the Constitution, believes in that. But my mom's mixed. So she really didn't grow up on the other side of the tracks. She went to a Catholic nursing school, she was well raised by her grandmother, sheltered and kept away from, and she was raised in the North. She wasn't raised in the South. So she was pretty sheltered, but that's my mom, love her to death, but we're allowed to have two different opinions.
Yeah.
Follow the Moti on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat.